Hello there. I feel like I've been away for a while, and I have. You may be seeing this video like there's no break in the videos that I've been posting, but a lot has happened since I made my last video. I moved to Washington, D.C. I'm in a new location. I'll be in a new location when I film my next video, probably. So yeah, a lot has been happening. And one of the things that's been happening is I've been getting clarity on what these videos are all about. And it just seems like it's constantly evolving and changing. And I keep kind of getting closer and closer to the center of what we're really talking about. And at first I thought we were talking about emotional self-regulation, which is a very important topic. Then I started talking about the chakra system. My guidance really wanted me to start talking about the chakras, so I did. Go back and watch those videos. And in the last couple of weeks, I've gotten even more clarity. And I really want to zero in on a topic that I think is vitally important to everyone, especially with where we are now on the planet, all the things that are happening. It's really important that we talk about self-esteem. Self-esteem. All the things I've been talking about, even when it comes to my keynote work, which is about personal power and presence and influence, but really grounding your presence, which is how people see you, how you present yourself, grounding that in the principles of authenticity, confidence, and purpose. Even those things come back to self-esteem. The things I talked about in terms of emotional self-regulation, those things come back to self-esteem. The topics I talked about when it came to the chakras, those things all come back to self-esteem. Self-esteem is how you think and feel about yourself. And when was the last time you did a self-esteem assessment? Like really, really get honest with yourself. What do I think and feel about myself? What are those beliefs that I have going on in my conscious mind, but even more importantly, in my unconscious mind? Like, what do I really think about myself? When I look in the mirror, what comes to mind? What feelings come up when I look in the mirror? What do I really fundamentally, deep down, when the doors are closed, when the blinds are shut, when nobody's looking, what do you really think and feel about yourself? It's such an important topic because I truly believe that so many of the world's problems come down to self-esteem. So many of the different phenomena we see out there, we're like, what is happening? What is going on? It comes down to self-esteem. What do we think and feel about ourselves? What are the stories we're telling ourselves about ourselves? Not other people, about ourselves, because so much of the stories that we tell ourselves about other people are projections of what we think about ourselves. It all comes back to us and what you think and feel and believe about you, who you are. Are you lovable? Deep down, do you believe that you are lovable? That you are someone that deserves and is worthy of love, support, nurturing, prosperity, caring? Are you somebody that deserves those things? Are you worth those things? Or deep down, when you're honest with yourself, do you believe that you're not? I'm not lovable. I'm not worthy. I'm not deserving of love, acceptance, support, nurturing, caring, prosperity. I'm not worthy of those things. for a variety of reasons, whatever those reasons are. And we'll get into specific beliefs that go back to self-esteem. We'll get into those. But for right now, I just want you to sit in the power of that question. What do you really, honestly, truly think and feel about yourself? And why? Because so much of our self-esteem is tied to the past. It's not tied to who we are in the present moment. It's tied to the past. And before I started recording, I was sitting in meditation and just asking, why is self-esteem important? Give me some the ideas that I should share in this video. And what I was reminded of is childhood development, the way our brains develop. I'm sure you all know this, but when we're babies, when we're young and our brains are not very well developed, we go through a phase of egocentrism, where everything is about us. The world revolves around us. If something happens out there, it's because I was bad. If my parents get divorced, it's because I was bad. If, my mom yells at me, it's not because she had a bad day. It's because I'm bad. I did something wrong. And so that's when our brains are not developed, that's how we view the world, is through us. We believe that everything that happens out there is a result of who we are fundamentally. And I believe that a lot of us didn't outgrow that phase of egocentrism because we had some wounds that happened to us during those fundamental years where we got messages that we were bad, we were wrong, or we interpreted certain events to mean that we were bad, we were wrong, we were unlovable, we weren't worthy. And we never outgrew that. We just didn't question it. Those beliefs just started to fade into the background, but they didn't leave. They just kind of receded into the background, or they went underground, but they're still there. And they manifest as negative self-talk. They manifest as being hypercritical of yourself, being very judgmental of yourself, not giving yourself a break. You make a mistake and, you beat yourself up. Or you set a really high bar for yourself. You're a perfectionist. You're constantly proving that you're good, that you're worthy, that you're deserving. You are, you set the bar really high for yourself. You're performative. You feel like you've got to earn love, respect, validation, support. You got to earn it. You got to work really hard for it. It doesn't just come to you because you're worth it. You're worthy. You're lovable. You deserve it just by virtue of being here. So it can manifest in a lot of different ways, low self-esteem. Low self-esteem can manifest in a lot of different ways. But I really do believe that it goes back to our childhood and the messages that we receive implicitly, explicitly, parents who tell us, maybe, unfortunately, in subtle and not so subtle ways, that we're bad, we're wrong. We experience conditional love. Love that comes with conditions. I will love you if you do what I say. If you're the person that I want you to be. If you do what I want you to do. If you live the life that I want you to live. if you do the things I want you to do. And if that doesn't happen, then I'm not going to love you. And what do you think that kind of message does to a young brain? So this is going to be something we're going to be talking about, self-esteem. I think it's vitally, vitally important. Because when you really start to understand the nature of our reality, you understand that everything is a mirror back to you of what your consciousness already believes. It's a mirror back to you of your own energetic architecture, your beliefs, your thoughts, your feelings, the energetic frequency that you swim in. Now, don't get me wrong. I know there's a lot of, I didn't deserve that. I didn't, things happen in the world that we have no control over. I'm not saying that, we are Thanos. We can snap our fingers and things happen. But I do understand that your immediate reality, let's just say, your immediate reality, the reality that you deal with every single day, the circumstances that you move through are mirrors of your own consciousness. And so often, the mirror that we get back is through other people or circumstances that's reflecting back to us what we believe about ourselves. Oh, you think you're unworthy? Well, here's somebody who's going to come along in your life and treat you as if you are unworthy. Treat you as if you are undesirable. Treat you as if you are not lovable. Treat you as if you don't deserve to be supported, accepted. The money's not going to come because you don't believe you deserve it. And so we look at our life and our reality as something that's separate from us. But it's not. It's a mirror. And so the more that you can start to see life as simply a mirror to your own consciousness, to what you believe about yourself, then you can start to work with it. And when you get people in your life that say something negative about you or make you feel a certain way, make you feel as if you are less than, the tendency is to lash out at them and go, how dare they? What I want you to do now is to say, what are they showing me about me? Do I believe that about myself? Do I believe that about myself? Are they simply mirroring back to me my own thoughts and feelings and beliefs about myself? And if that's the case, I need to take a look at that. I need to figure out why I think that about myself. Where did that come from? Do some healing work. Shift that belief so that your reality and your experiences and the people in your life start to reflect the new ways of thinking and feeling about yourself, the more positive ways, the more supportive ways, the more loving ways that you think and feel about yourself. So it's really important to talk about self-esteem. What do you think and feel about yourself when the lights are off and nobody is around but you? Okay, that's it for now. I think I'm going to dive into another topic in the next video. But until then, I want you to sit with that question. What do I really think and feel about myself? And if you like, start doing some journaling. Start doing a journal of negative self-talk. Start keeping track of the thoughts that you have about yourself throughout the day. If you do something wrong or something doesn't go your way, do you beat yourself up? God, you're so stupid. Man, you're so dumb. And that's why nothing good ever happens for you. What do you say to yourself? What's that self-talk? Check in throughout the day. And I keep getting reminded of how we project onto other people as well. How are you talking about other people? Either explicitly, is it coming out of your mouth in a certain way? It's probably a projection of how you feel about yourself. Are you really judgmental and hypercritical of other people? You're probably judgmental and hypercritical about yourself as well. So, the negative self-talk, check in with that throughout the day. And then also, what are you saying about other people? Because that can give you some insight into how you feel about yourself. Okay, we're going to keep going with self-esteem. Take care. Bye-bye. You know I love you. You know I love you, right? I haven't said that in a while. Bye.